Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, tell a friend. It's all black everything. Think it's black. Big dreams, many things. Come on in, tell a friend. Let's go. Back at it, Tavistock Institute still. Chapter 6, Cybernetics. We getting in it, we getting at it. Like your share, subscribe it. Put your thumbs up like a hitchhiking. Let's go, let's go. And I do not own the rights to this music. Peace to the kings, the bums, the BUMSs. Y'all hip hop heads know what I'm talking about. And we start right where we left off. Excuse me. And it says among the participants were Norbert Werner, Warren McCullough, a professor of psychiatry and physiology at the University of Illinois, and Kurt Lewin of Frankfurt School. Quote, Lewin's National Training Laboratory would later become part of the National Education Association and would facilitate the transformation of public education in America into an approximation of Bertrand Russell's nightmare scheme for teaching children that snow is black, end quote. Others who attended the conference were Mexican physiologist Arturo Rosenbluth, behavioral scientist Lawrence K. Frank, Gregory Bateson, a pivotal player in the MK Ultra and other secret government experiments with mind-altering drugs, including Margaret Mead, the assistant curator of the ethnology and the American Museum of Natural History in New York, who would help launch the modern feminist movement. For all her goofiness, a sex-crazed Mead was heavily involved in the world of intelligence, beginning with her work at Institute for Intercultural Studies, which had been financed during World War II by the Office of Naval Research as well as Air Force's RAND Corporation. According to Macy's webpage, quote, Rosenbluth's presentation at an informal 1942 meeting of ideas he'd been developing with Norbert Werner and Julian Bigelow that drew everyone's attention. End quote. Rosenbluth, a protege of Norbert Werner, outlined a conceptual agenda based on similarities between behaviors of both machines and organisms that were interpretable as being goal directed. This goal directedness was framed in the terms of definitive and deterministic tele- teleological mechanisms. Teleology was transformed from philosoph- philosophical mumbo jumbo to create mechanisms through the invocation of circular causality in a system whereby new behaviors were influenced by feedback deriving from immediate preceding behavior. This approach allowed one to address apparent purposiveness, with reference to the present and the immediate past without having to invoke references to possible or future events. End quote. According to Jeffrey Steinberg, Rosenbluth proposed to draw together a group of engineers, biologists, neurologists, anthropologists, and psychologists to devise experiments in social control based on the quack claim that the human brain was nothing more than a complex input-output machine, and that the human behavior could, in effect, be programmed on both an individual and societal scale. However, these ideas would have to wait until after the end of World War II. Bateson undertook assignments in the Pacific region with the U.S. Army, while Rosenbluth and McCullough returned to their research at MIT. The first conference took place shortly after the war in March 1946 in New York, under the title, quote, The Feedback Mechanism and Circular Causal Systems in Biology and the Sciences meet, end quote. Altogether, 10 major conferences took place between 1946 and 1953, putting clinicians together with mathematicians and economists. The project's objective were to create a theoretical model for extreme stress, end quote, especially taking into account the psychosomatic, feedback overload, which appeared to cause many shell shock cases. From the cybernetician's point of view, this was a truly revolutionary concept. If one could create a model of the psychological system through which information is received from the environment, proceeded and then fed back to change that environment, then perhaps it were possible to model the human mind itself, especially if one used the computational machines then being developed. The group became devoted to the premise later stated by one of the founding members, John von Neumann, that the human nervous system is really just an efficient, organized, large natural automation, automaton, which is therefore subject to deterministic linear mathematical modeling. Oh man, that's a lot of information. It's getting deep right there. Man and the machine. We're gonna come right back. Cybernetics, chapter 6. Tavistock Institute, Dr. Ned. Powerful information, just sharing information is first. Knowledge is that power. We gotta use it properly. Appreciate y'all. Love and peace. Peace and love. Thumbs up. Like it, shake it, share it, like it, subscribe it. Let's go.